The shoe was one of the first human inventions, one of the first tools required to make life easier for humans. Over time, with increasing complexity, the shoe adapted, changed, and expanded, and it will always remain one of the foundations for the growth and expansion of the human empire. It all began with the Big Bang, around 13.8 billion years ago, when the universe dramatically exploded into existence. The four fundamental forces were born, matter was created, and an increase in complexity had just occurred. Then another threshold of increasing complexity was reached. Variations in the density of the universe resulted in the clumping together of matter, and with temperatures over 10 million degrees C, protons fused together to form the first stars. It wasn't just the existence of stars that was important, but rather the processes that were going on inside. New, heavier elements were being created, and increasing levels of complexity were arising. A supernova would release all these heavy elements and far more when extreme temperatures would be created at the end of the star's life cycle. When the core collapses, the star explodes, radiating heat and extreme temperatures, allowing for the formation of far more complex elements. Millions of stars were doing this at the same time, releasing the foundations and building blocks for life on Earth. In such a large universe, with so much space and matter, there would be one point where these chemicals would combine to create something amazing. Life on Earth. However, progress was once again very slow. The Earth didn't form until 4.6 billion years ago. First life didn't appear until 3.7 billion years ago, and it wasn't until 200,000 years ago that the Homo sapiens appeared on the scene. However, once humans emerged, progress was fast and rapid, with collective learning becoming the key to the formation of the shoe. However, this is where the story gets complex, with evidence, intuition, and logic all seeming to contradict each other. It has been suggested that 500,000 to 400,000 years ago, a shoe must have been made in order to protect humans from the harsh climates such as snow, ice, and tough rocks. It would have been logical to assume that the Neanderthals at the time would have had the intuition to put a piece of animal hide on their feet to protect themselves from the harsh climates. But no such record of this exists, and no piece of evidence can support this claim. However, Dr. Eric Trinkaus at Washington University may have found evidence to state the real origins of the shoe. He has observed evidence from fossils between 40,000 and 26,000 years ago, which show a decrease in the size of the toe bone. Significantly, this could indicate the reduction in stress and pressure on the toe, which in turn would suggest the use of a shoe. We also know that at the time, human populations were expanding and moving out of Africa, thus needing shoes to combat the harsh environments which they were facing. This convincing combination of authority and evidence points to the fact that a small and simple shoe may have been worn during this era. The shoe had provided a foundation for humans to succeed and expand. They had power over the biosphere and would eventually reach the level where agriculture was necessary. During this era, the first enclosed shoe was discovered, further evidence supporting the claim that humans had been using shoes to gain power. Many civilizations rose and fell. However, the shoe did not play a major role in most of these cases. The Egyptians, for instance, were in a warm climate where there was no real need for protection against the harsh extremes. The Egyptians occasionally made use of papyrus sandals, however the shoe took a back seat in the journey of human civilization. However, the shoe was a timeless resource, and the Romans soon discovered this, using it for a variety of purposes to maintain dominance and power over the world. Shoe had become a step, a platform for success and power by those who utilized it. As agrarian civilizations reigned and expanded, the shoe was always there, as a platform, protecting them, keeping them above nature, and preventing a catastrophic downfall of the human empire. Another increase in complexity occurred when the shoe, after providing a foundation for human success, was able to build another level on the towering skyscraper of humanity. During the early stages of modern times, the shoe made life easier for humans, allowing them to travel on tough roads, allowing them to explore, and making life more comfortable in the environment. There was still more to come. British engineers had invented a shoe press, which would exponentially increase production and allow for the shoe to be transported all across the world. After this invention in the 1850s, the demand for shoes was now matched by supply. Thanks to the modern revolution, all humans across the world would now have access to this platform. They could now stay above nature as one, not just attempt to grow and grow, but finally they were at the top. Evidently, the shoe is a symbol of the expansion and growth of the human empire over time. The shoe was part of the Goldilocks conditions for each increase in complexity. It may have started off as just a simple form of protection against harsh climates. However, humans have used their intelligence to make it much, much more. The shoe has been used as a platform for success, perpetuating the reign of humans over the biosphere, keeping a platform above all others, maintaining the position that we hold. As long as we have our shoes, we have our safety, we have our empire, and we have our future.